Do you know the importance of weight? Blessing chosen one. Welcome to day 4 of 30 Days Sovereign. Stay to the end of this important short transmission from Spirit for you because what arrived last night at 9:17 p.m. from the inside from inside this fast is going to change the way you understand everything you are calling in and everything you are asking Source to remove. This is not about fasting, this is about weight. And why weight is the most underestimated sovereign variable in everything you're looking to shift. Yesterday was a day of divine redirection. Dentist appointment, delays, broken machines, long lines, a cashier's redirection that looked like an inconvenience but was source moving me to exactly where I was supposed to be. These delays came while looking to get my coconut water, a test of sovereign neutrality, and I passed it by the divine redirection. Right? I saw it as divine redirections. That's how I knew for sure I passed it, as opposed to reacting to the situation by seeing the divine redirection even without understanding why. I got home, coconut water tasted extraordinary, salted my comforter for the first time, and I fell asleep faster than I have in months. I woke with a vitality that felt like I had slept for far longer than I did. The body is releasing weight, and the sleep is confirming it. Then at 9:17 p.m., the download arrived. Do you know the importance of weight? Weight is important in both directions. Adding weight to what you are calling in amplifies the signal. Removing weight from what you are releasing accelerates the clearing. We keep the wisdom, we release the accumulated weight. The lessons stays. The load is returned to source. And then the second download arrived. Do you like being controlled? If you don't, if you do not like being told what to do, then why do you allow the unconscious mind to run on autopilot? Pushing automatic responses, automatic reactions, automatic patterns without your sovereign consent. The childhood lie is your automatic responses are just who you are. So you keep reacting the same way in the same situation because somewhere in the programming you learned that the automatic response was the only response available. And it gets deeper. You cannot control what you feel. So the unconscious mind runs the show, while the sovereign self watches, wondering why the same pattern keeps producing the same results. And the most toxic version of this lie is this: this is just how you are. So you carry the weight of every automatic response, every unconscious pattern, every reaction that was installed without your consent, as if it were your sovereign identity. But if you but you are breaking that today, right? Because the unconscious mind is not your sovereign self. It is the programming, and programming can be interrupted, recalibrated, and returned to source. So, cycle breakers, kings and queens, for empaths, you have been carrying the weight of everyone else's emotional field in your nervous system, your body, your womb, absorbing what they could not process themselves and wondering why the weight never fully lifts. The weight was never all yours, and the fast is revealing exactly how much was never yours to carry. Black sheep, you have been carrying the weight of a narrative that was installed without your consent. Too much, not enough. The problem, the difficult one, the unconscious mind has been running that narrative on autopilot even while the sovereign itself knew it was never true. For narcissist targets and survivors, you have been carrying the weight of someone else's unhealed wounds, their projections, their pattern, their chaos. Weight that was weaponized against you and stored in the cellular memory of a body that gave everything to keep the peace. The weight of what they did is not yours to carry into chapter 2. It dissolves here. For fire signs, you have been carrying the weight of suppressed fire, every truth swallowed, every flame dimmed, every sovereign expression compressed into silence to keep others comfortable. That weight has been stored as unexpressed sovereign energy in the body. The fast is creating space for it to finally burn in the sovereign direction it was always meant to move. And let me say it the way the sovereign understands it. You cannot add weight to what you are calling in while still carrying the weight of what you're asking Source to remove. The field cannot hold both frequencies at full capacity simultaneously. Something has to be released before the new weight can be received. The fast is the releasing. The sovereignty is the receiving. Kings and queens. This is what it looks like when a chosen one releases the weight that was never sovereign to begin with. Subscribe, follow, share this transmission with the chosen one who is still carrying weight that was never theirs. Cycle breakers, empaths, narcissist survivors, black sheep, fire sign warriors, kings and queens. Here's what Spirit delivered through me to reclaim your crown and sovereignty. You are chosen, and the weight you have been carrying was never the measure of your worth. It was the measure of everything Source is now clearing, so the kingdom within finally has room to expand. In chapter 1, the Earth School lesson plan, the beginning, you kept adding weight to the wrong things, weight to other people's opinion of you, weight to patterns that were installed without your consent, weight to the narrative that the automatic response was sovereign identity, weight to the load of everyone else's unprocessed wounds. And the Earth School lesson is this. The unconscious mind running on autopilot is not sovereignty. It is the programming mistaken for the self. And the self was always sovereign underneath the weight. In chapter 2, you choose the ending. When you surrender to Source, when you interrupt the autopilot, when you choose the sovereign response over the automatic reaction, you do not just get peace, you get sovereignty over the one territory that was always yours to govern, your own field. You reclaim your crown, and the unconscious mind stops running the sovereign life because the sovereign self has taken back the throne. You step into birthright inheritance not because the weight was removed for you, but because you chose to release it. And Source met that choice with the clearing. The fast is confirming in the body right now. Many bypass the weight, saying, I am fine, I am blessed, I have forgiven. while the body is still carrying in the cellular memory what the mind declared resolved. So they stay heavy in a body that is still running the weight of every unprocessed wound, every automatic pattern, every unconscious response that was never interrupted, never recalibrated, never returned to source. Real cycle breakers show up anyway, imperfect, consistent, sovereign. They interrupt the autopilot. They catch the automatic response before it runs. They add weight deliberately to what is sovereign, to the declaration, the container, the kingdom being built. They release weight deliberately from what was never theirs. The narrative, the pattern, the accumulated cellular load of everything installed without consent. They document the weight releasing so the next chosen one sees that the body confirms what the field already declared. Real cycle breakers do not just carry less, they carry sovereignly. They do not just release the weight, they reclaim the energy that weight was consuming. They get clarity. The unconscious mind no longer runs the sovereign life. They get vitality. The body, freed from weight it was never designed to carry, produces energy that surprises even the one carrying it. They move from being weighted down by everything installed without consent into being sovereignly loaded with the frequency, the favor, and the kingdom that was always already theirs. You choose the weight cycle where you keep carrying what was never yours, keep running the autopilot, keep adding weight to the wrong declaration while the sovereign life waits on the other side of the release, or sovereignty, where you interrupt the pattern, release the accumulated weight, and add sovereign frequency deliberately to everything Source is already delivering. When your crown is restored, your abundance blueprint activates, discernment activates. You know the difference between sovereign weight and accumulated burden. Release activates. What was never yours finally has sovereign permission to go. Receiving activates. The field cleared of what was never sovereign finally has room to hold what was always already declared. That is throne ready. Day 4, the downloads are arriving faster than the hands can document them. The subconscious is overactive because the clearing is accelerating. The body is releasing weight in sleep that is stored across years and lifetimes. The vitality upon waking is the body's sovereign confirmation. That releasing weight is not loss, it's liberation. Remember who you are, chosen one. Your kingdom awaits. Let's reign together, Crown Tribe. Thank you. Namaste.